A2 Film Studies, FM4 Mexican Cinema. So this is just a little reminder of some of the contextual work that we did about the marketing and promotion of Y Tu Mama Tambien. Okay, so the first thing we analysed was this UK poster. And the key point that we made was that it was attempting clearly to appeal to a crossover audience. So, on the one hand, we identified that the poster contains signifiers of a road movie, of a teen coming-of-age movie, something that kind of potentially is a little more mainstream. And if you break it down into kind of particular signs and symbols, we said that there was the iconography of the American road movie, the station wagon. We said that there was something about the mise en scène that indicated a paradise destination. Let's get another arrow in. There is Louisa there as the kind of stock character, the fantasy older woman. And of course, there is this suggestion that she's embroiled in this love triangle. That's going to be a central part of the narrative. So clearly, the poster attempting to appeal to a younger teen audience by suggesting that it's a kind of coming-of-age road movie. And of course, all of this is anchored by the blurb. It says there on the right-hand side, "A life-affirming joyride." Right, so on the other hand then, there also seems to be something else going on. There is an attempt by the poster not only to appeal to a kind of younger teen audience, a mainstream audience, to get them into the film, but also to reach out to an older, more niche art house audience. And again, there are specific elements of the poster that indicate this. For example, there is reference to the director, Alfonso Cuarón. Directors often associated with more kind of like artistic output. There is the garland from the Venice Film Festival that's quite prominent on the poster. And also, interestingly, the overall composition. It's something we know from having analysed the film, but the overall composition draws attention again to the idea that there might be something kind of beneath the surface, that there's something more to this movie, that there's more substance to this movie than you might ordinarily find in a kind of popular road teen movie. Okay, so not just a teen audience, but a kind of crossover, older, art house audience is being reached out to by this poster and its particular elements. Okay, and so when we analysed the trailer, we identified that there was a similar tactic. There was clearly an attempt to disguise to some extent the fact that this was an art house movie with a kind of socio-political subtext, and instead it was attempting on the one hand to kind of foreground the conventions again of a teen movie, of a road movie. They've used in the edit sex and drugs. There is the emphasis of a journey, the kind of spiritual as well as the geographical journey that's common to the narrative structure of a road movie. Louisa features prominently again in the trailer as the desirable older woman, and there is, you could argue, some attempt to objectify Louisa in the trailer. And even though it's something that's kind of deconstructed and interrogated through the course of the film, the trailer again identifies the kind of slapstick, the horseplay, if you like, of the central friendship between Julio and Tenoch. And again, so with the trailer, on the other hand, there are suggestions that this is more than just a teen movie. So in the kind of animated graphics, there are garlands from the Venice Film Festival, kind of notoriously quite arty, not normally associated with mainstream cinema. There is blurb quotations from broadsheet newspapers. There's one there from The Guardian. And also there are suggestions, it's a little bit more implicit, but suggestions of adult themes and a challenging subtext. So why is this useful? Why is an analysis of the way in which the film was marketed in the UK useful for you in your analysis of the film, and how can you incorporate it into your exam responses? Well, first of all, it outlines that the film was attempting to appeal to a crossover audience. It also tells us a little bit something about teenage audiences in the UK, that perhaps they're still reluctant to go and see foreign language films, despite the kind of boom in world cinema. But also, crucially, there are clues in the trailer and in the poster about the thematic content of the film, that this is going to be an exploration rather than just a celebration of masculinity, that there will be some reference to the politics of Mexico, and it's also going to explore the idea of maturity, possibly the immaturity of the boys and the maturity of Louisa. Crucially as well, the poster and the trailer contain that motif that runs throughout the film, the idea of something being beneath the surface, and we see water being used quite a lot to indicate that particular theme. Okay, so this is a reminder of how you might use the poster and the trailer, the UK marketing and promotion of Tambien, to help you with your exam responses, and it's another little string to your bow.